You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Young and the Restless fans, Belinda from Soap Dirt here. And I feel like we're going to get some couple drama during July sweeps, which kicks off Thursday, June 27th, the day we released this video, coincidentally. Let's talk about the hints dropping left and right about trouble in paradise for Billy and Chelsea that could trigger a split and maybe a couple swap. We're going to dive into that now, but if you're not following us, please click that subscribe button. Okay, so with sweeps starting, it's important to remember they always go for big drama, deaths, kidnapping, fires, affairs, pregnancies, wedding chaos, and of course, breakups and returns from the dead. So it's breakups that I want to talk about, though. You've probably guessed the two couples that I'm thinking about in this swap scenario are Billy Abbott and Chelsea Lawson, along with Adam Newman and Sally Spectra. So there were some red flag scenes on Y&R this week with these four characters and not with their partners, with each other, that have me watching closely and scratching my head and thinking speculatively. So right now, Chelsea's out of town with Adam to visit their troubled son, Connor Newman. While Adam and Chelsea were at odds before and bickering over his care and the doctors and all that, Adam is completely now on the same page with Chelsea. They are united in purpose, even though that struggle is still very real and Connor's recovery is taking much longer than they anticipated. But Adam and Chelsea's co-parenting relationship has really evolved and changed a lot over the last couple of months. They have gone from bickering to bonding, and it's bothering Billy. And if Chelsea's boyfriend saw what went on at the hotel this week, he might have a conniption fit. Because when Connor visited, they did some really sweet bonding as a family. There were group hugs, nice words spoken, and then, unfortunately, Connor went back to his school and tried to harm himself. It was so bad he tried to draw blood by stabbing himself with a pen, if you haven't seen this week's episodes yet. And now Connor's not just a student, he's been transferred to inpatient status at the mental health facility. So very much heightened concerns about his care. And this, of course, sent Chelsea and Adam into a panic, and they wound up comforting each other. It was very sweet. He's holding her in his arms, things like that, things you would expect. Meanwhile, back in Genoa City, Billy Abbott was having a sit down with Sally Spectra. But before they talked, Billy had a quick catch-up call with Chelsea. And that's when she told him that despite the crisis and what Connor did, Adam has been her rock. That's got to be a little hard to hear. And then Chelsea told Billy that she and her ex are going to stay across the country longer to be near Connor in case they get to see him again. And before Sally spoke with Billy, she spent time with her new pal, Audra Charles. Audra was pretty quick to ask how Chelsea felt about her boyfriend Adam spending so much time with his ex, Chelsea. And Sally said that she wasn't even thinking about it like that it's a family crisis situation. But maybe she should think about it that way because Billy seems to be leaning that way more so recently. And so on this recent episode, when Sally chatted with Billy, they talked about how helpless they feel in this because they're not parents. In this situation, they're not even step-parents to Connor. They are each being very supportive of their partners, but I kind of smell blood in the water and something seems set to change with these two couples in sweeps, which of course starts today. So I'm just trying to figure out who is most at risk of straying among the four, Chelsea, Billy, Adam, or Sally. We have not seen on Young and the Restless or when she was on B&B that Sally was a cheater. So I do doubt that it's her. She's many things, but she does seem to be loyal to the men that she cares about. And Adam is usually more into plot, schemes, revenge, trickery, and deception than he is infidelity or adultery. Out of the four of them, Billy Abbott is the likeliest to get into someone's pants while he's in a relationship. Do you remember why Sharon and Nick's last wedding blew up? It was Nick was having a fling with Phyllis, and Phyllis had just gotten engaged to Billy. Billy broke it off. But if you dig back further in that relationship, Billy cheated with Phyllis when she was with his brother. Billy has strayed and crossed lines a lot when it comes to women. And, he generally is a pot stirrer, a troublemaker, and we haven't seen that in a while. So long overdue. So all of that being said, I could see it being Chelsea and Adam crossing lines while upset with their son, because they do have a history of intimacy. Whereas with Sally and Billy, they don't have a history of intimacy, So if Connor does something even more harmful to himself, they might be stressing out, Chelsea and Adam comforting each other, hugging turns to kissing turns to more. And I could see them falling into a situation where they were using intimacy as a tool of comfort. Given all their many, many years of history, I wouldn't expect Chelsea and Adam to be in Genoa City and just starting a secret affair. That I wouldn't see, just for fun. I don't think so. I think it would be some kind of emotional ordeal surrounding Connor when one thing turns to the other. Even if they don't actually do the deed, I could see Billy getting the wrong idea and venting to Sally about it, Or if Adam and Chelsea did hit the sheets while in a very emotional moment and Billy found out, he might run to Sally. They sleep together out of revenge and hurt feelings. In the end, no soap couple is built to last. You know that. That's what soaps do. They put couples together, slow burn, then they break them up. I will say this, of these two relationships, I do think Sally and Adam's is likelier to stand the test of time, in my opinion. Sally's not the kind to just give up on someone and to just go off half-cocked like Billy. Adam had to burn things down between him and Sally after dumping her back when he was trying to save her job, He had to do a lot to make her turn her back on him. Like, he just pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed away, and then she finally turned away. It wasn't like with Billy, you do something and he might blow up and then just go bang somebody. Very different temperaments, And even though Sally didn't love Nick, she stuck with him far longer than anyone expected. So it would be super soapy to have Chelsea cheating with Adam and Billy cheating with Sally, though, in a couple swap. That would be the soapiest outcome. But if I had to bet, it would be Adam and Chelsea turning to each other in a way that gets out of hand. Adam tells Sally she forgives him. Chelsea tells Billy he doesn't forgive her, and then he's engaging in some bad behavior, trying to seduce Sally, or maybe being another notch on Audra's bedpost, something naughty like that. And this is kind of a hard thing because I like Adam with Chelsea, and I also really like Adam with Sally. Billy, he can kick rocks, But really, I actually preferred Billy with Amanda or Lily. He had great chemistry with both, and you remember he and Amanda never really got off the ground, and I thought they had a ton of potential, but then she left the show. Michelle Morgan left the show again. So wait to see, will this Connor crisis spark some couple clashes soon on the CBS soap opera during sweeps? Maybe. So drop your comments, let me know what you think, and please click subscribe if you aren't following us. And if you are following us, thank you. You are wonderful. Be sure to come back every day to talk about Young and the Restless with me, Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.